What's up, guys? What day is it? It's Thursday. It's Tough Love Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday. It's whatever you want to call it Thursday. But it is Thursday, and I know I am in the afternoon. I've had a crazy, busy, productive morning, so I've promised you 5 days of this, and we are on day 4 of debunking our BS. So here I am for you guys, hopefully to give you some more insight and information. What's up, Miss Priya? Some more information and insight into debunking the lies and the BS or the bad stories that we tell ourselves that actually keep us anchored down from actually moving forward in our life to the things that we really want to accomplish and that we really want to do and that we really truly deep down desire. There are so many people right now who are not living the life that they want to live, and they are stuck. And I want to help you. My job, my passion, my calling is to truly to help you create the life that you want, to release the one that is trapped inside you, to live how you truly want to live, and stop being like sidelined by life happens, to stop being anchored by old stories, to stop limiting yourself on what is truly possible for you. So if you've been following along all week, day 1, we wrote down all of the lies that we tell ourselves, every bad story. I was trying to figure out which kid was behind me sneaking food out the pantry. Day 2 was listing the opposite truths to that, not just listing the opposite, but actually digging deep and revealing the wins and the accomplishments and your overcoming and how you've survived and all of your small wins, right? And actually writing it down. Like, I legit just got off of another coaching call where tons and tons of notes, and that was just the second hour. And the hour before that, which I really didn't enjoy the call, but I still took 4 pages of notes and got some great information. So even when you think you're not going to enjoy something, you should still follow through with it, with all you got, and you're always going to walk away with some type of nugget or perspective. Day 3 was your affirmations or your declaration, finding your scriptures, finding your quotes, writing your post-it notes. Like, I have mine all over the place. Like, I have 6 right here, right now, just from today. That keep you going, that remind you of your truths, of your small wins, of the positive opposite of that lie that you tell yourself, to break the pattern that your brain is in on that pathway of destruction that is not getting you anywhere, okay? So today, I've got some questions for you. I have, in fact, 5 questions for you. But what I want to start with is, and I have to flip through all my notes, is taking that one lie, because remember we said that we were going to work on one lie 3 times a day, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, on like reaffirming those things, those small wins, and reminding yourselves 3 times a day for 21 days, 30 days, 45 days, 90 days, and so forth, until it is in your brain that it's positive, and you know the positive attribute that goes with it, you know the positive skill, characteristic, you know how to turn it around when you start to automatically think all of those negative thoughts, so we can squash those ants, okay? So I want you to choose the one story that we're working on, the one lie that we're working on, and I want you to reauthor it. I want you to rewrite that story. So for me, I'm gonna give you an example of one of them for me, and it's not the educated one. It is the I was not important enough. I was not a priority enough. Now, this is something I still bring into my day-to-day relationships, my business, my coaching, everything. I want everybody to know that they're not second best. They don't have to settle. They don't have to accept. Did you know that it's okay to make somebody else uncomfortable so you can be comfortable? Did you know that? Did you know that it is okay for you to make somebody else uncomfortable so you can be comfortable? Would you rather be uncomfortable so they can be comfortable? Right? I know that sounds crazy, right? Would you rather sacrifice your peace, right? Your calm for theirs? Or would you rather take that power back and own your life, and then they'll get used to it? So I want to teach you guys that. So we're going to rewrite the story of, I've already done it, with the help of some great counseling and some great coaching. and just some really good insight and perspective and reflection and doing the hard work, which means journaling and writing and taking notes and meditating and just like reading scripture and just digging down deep into like my past and where I want to go and what lessons I've learned. So one of them growing up for me was I didn't feel like a priority. I didn't feel important. I was not important enough. Sometimes that's one lie that I'm not important enough. Well, that's a lie. I am important enough, okay? I am because I change lives for a living. I am because I'm a single mom with 2 kids who rely on me. I am because I have 60 private coaching clients that rely on me to bring energy and passion and enthusiasm every single day. I am because I have private coaching clients that rely on me every single day. I am because I have a small inner circle, and this is one of my biggest ones right here. She's going to do a show with me one of these days, right? Yeah, she is. We're building that confidence up with Ariel. Yes, she is. So, however, what I learned by digging deep into that lie of revealing that truth was that I got by because I wasn't a fire, right? I was able to be independent. I was able to get the job done. I was able to be resilient. I was able to persevere. I was able to stay committed. I was able to do the right thing most of the time. I was able to be the good girl and the good kid. Is anybody else the good kid? Right? You know, we have 2 kids and we always joke with us when we mess up one, so the other one's okay. If you've got kids, you know what I'm talking about. So I was the good kid. My sibling was not. He was the problem child. He was the fire, constantly being put out. My parents, that was an urgency issue for them. That was a priority. But I always felt second best, not good enough, not important enough, not a priority enough. So until I flipped that perspective to she is important and we do love her and she is deserving and she is worthy. However, she's not on fire. He's on fire. We need to contain. I didn't need to be contained. I was able to have a long, not leash, but a lot of rope. They were able to like let me go and I would take it and run with it. Whereas the other sibling did not, would totally blow up, fires everywhere, laying mines, machine gun bullets, coming in every opposite direction. So my parents were always like dodging bullets and patching up holes and, you know, like it was always a problem and on fire and drama and chaos and catastrophe, right? So sometimes I create those moments in my own life because that's how I know to thrive. That's how I know to stay alive. It's how I know to survive. It's how I know how to get by. I'm really good when you put my back up against the wall. I know how to ride then. It's when everything is going right where I take my foot off the gas pedal because I thrive in a world of chaos. That was the story I told myself. That is not the truth. So I need you, so this is an example for you guys. How I rewrite that is, now I know how to work under pressure. I am awesome under pressure. You can put me up against the wall and I know how to get up. I am Rocky. You can knock me down 7 times and I will get up 8. Like, I am resilient. I am tough. I am driven. I was taught all of those things because along the way I thought I wasn't good enough or I wasn't a priority or I wasn't urgent enough. So you can reframe it any way you want. All of those negative things that I thought all along the way turned into be super positives for me now, for my future, to help with coaching, to help with being a single mother, to help with facing business debts, to help with facing weight loss, to help with facing eating healthy, to help with eating disorders, to help with divorce, to help with women that have had affairs, to help with what else? Abusive relationships, to help with starting your own businesses and just putting it, to help with people that have pain and live with chronic pain, who've been through major surgeries, to help with grief and cancer and all of these things. Like, that has helped prepare me for this. So I need you guys to rewrite the story, like literally write it out on a piece of paper, right, Eliza? Wink, wink. Okay, she's laughing because we got to listen to a coaching call together. And my coach told me, write it out. And I'm like, little did he know that I always write everything out. And I tell you guys to write everything out. This is how you're going to take your power back. You're going to take your power back by rewriting the story. You get to author it. So take your lie, take all of the truths, take all the negatives from it. Maybe you felt shame, right? Maybe you're embarrassed. Any of those things. And let's turn it into, because of that, now I am this. Does everybody get me? Everybody with me? Throw me some emojis or whatever along the way. Whenever you're watching this, even if it's like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, you should totally be sleeping, but go ahead. All right? So I want you to think about that. All right? I need you to think of your lie. Think of all of the things that came with it, all of the negative things, then all of the truths. You should already have all of this written out, but just pick one. Right? It should be really easy. And then choose which story you're going to rewrite. The story you tell yourself now, I wasn't important enough as a kid. My brother was more important. My parents loved him more. That is not true. My parents loved me just the same in a different way, but he had to be put out all the time, always on fire, still to this day, right? Me, never on fire, always cool, not perfect, messed up a lot, still made some silly choices along the way, but not so much to where I was like, 911, okay? So I took that back then as I was the back seat, back burner, second best, and I should just settle for that. So it's my mission to make sure nobody else lives like that. Something that I want you to write down right here. Let me grab my notes. These limits that you're having, right? The limits that you're having as far as you debunking this lie and actually believing, like logically I get, you're like, I know that's not true. But in your feelings, right, which you need to feel for a little bit, you know that you're not listening or paying attention to the logic side. You're almost ignoring that. So you can either limit what is possible, what is good for your life, what is to come for your life, right? Or which we don't want to do, right? You don't want to limit what is next. Or we're going to put a limit and a cap on the past. So you need to ask yourself, is this a vehicle, is this a tool to empower me to do better, or is it anchoring me? Right? So is this a vehicle or a tool to empower me, or is this an anchor? So ask yourself that question. That is number one. All right, and then here we go. I'm about to ask you some of the hard, heavy-hitting questions about why you've been believing this lie. Okay, why? What's up, Miss Shanna? You just missed Sam. She was just down here. I swear she was. That tall, long, lean thing hanging upside down. She was just down here. So, number one, I want you to ask yourself, why haven't you already debunked this lie? Why do you still believe this lie? Like, why? Why is this still a story you tell yourself? I talked to a coaching client today who was like, oh, I'm just getting older, so therefore it's harder to lose weight. That is a big fat lie. She realizes that. It's not. It's her effort and it's her intensity. It's her effort and her intensity that she's not putting in. And now she's realizing she can do more and be more, but she's got to put in more. So ask yourself, why have I not already, why am I still believing this lie? Why have I not stopped believing this lie yet? Okay? Is there like an internal or an external factor, or is there both? You're in some type of comfort zone that is keeping you where you're at. So you've really got to ask yourself why. And you're not going to come up with the answer right now. You're going to have to dig on it for a while. All right. What fears are keeping you here right now? So what from this lie, what lesson, what fears, or what skills, what characteristics, whatever it may be in this lie is keeping you here right now? What is keeping you in this place you think is safe but is really not? What is keeping you here, right? This is still going back to my who, what, when, where, why, and how. That's got to be a title of one of my books. I'm going to save the big one for last. Do you believe you deserve better? I asked this to one of my coaching clients almost a week ago, and she still hasn't answered me. That tells me she doesn't believe she deserves better. Do you believe you deserve better? Do you believe that you are this lie? Do you believe you are the lie? Most of you are probably going to say, no, you don't. You know better. You know you're not. That's why it's a lie. You're telling yourself and it's a bunch of BS. But we got to figure out why you keep staying stuck here. Do you believe that your belief in yourself is bigger than that fear or bigger than that lie? Do you believe the belief in yourself is bigger than the fear or bigger than the lie? So ask yourself that. And then this last one is a doozy, and I'm going to leave you with that, and then that's it, because my voice is shot for the day, and I still feel puny, and but this is a big one. Has this become a part of your identity? Has this lie become a part of who you are? It's a big one. Some of y'all should be going, oh, ooh. Like, who are you if you aren't this lie? Who are you if you aren't living this way? Who are you if you don't have this to focus on? Who are you if this isn't how you start your day believing this lie? That's my other one back there. Who are you? Is this part of your identity? Do you believe it so much? We will believe anything if we repeat it enough. And that's why yesterday I was trying to get you to break the patterns by doing 3 times a day of your little post-it note affirmations. We will believe anything if we tell it to ourselves long enough. You will make a lie a truth if you say it to yourself so much. So has this become a part of who you are? And now, are you willing to do the work to strip it away? And if you are, you're going to take the time today so that tomorrow you can have some aha moments. So before you go to bed tonight, instead of scrolling on Facebook or scrolling on Instagram or Pinterest or get off freaking Amazon or get off of Netflix, go sit down at your table, right? Or sit in your bed and read and write. Is this a part of my identity? Is this a part of who I am? Do I believe I deserve more? Is this fear bigger than my belief in myself? Why do I still believe this lie? Can I rewrite the story? What is keeping me anchored to my past? What will happen if I let go of this lie? How will I feel if I let go of this lie? And you got to rewrite that story like a book report, like a serious book report in the 5th grade. Like this is your entrance into college book report, right? You've got to rewrite the story, and you're going to do it with one lie. And you're going to rewrite it to all the positives that have come out of it. All the opposites have come out of it. Everything that you keep telling yourself and identifying with, whether you're a victim or you're suffering or you're complaining or you're too old or you're just, something's wrong with your body and you think you're too fat. First of all, you have fat on your body. Everybody does. Some of us just have more than others. Right? Or you keep making poor choices and you think, I had somebody today, God bless her, I love her, and she was like starting to eat blueberries. I love you if you're listening to this back. I'm not telling you who you are. So she was really excited that she doesn't like blueberries. She started adding blueberries into her diet, which is great because I want you to add healthy things into your diet rather than keep depriving and taking away and taking away. Just keep adding healthy things in, right? However, her friend was like, well, just add Cool Whip to it and then you'll like it. No, don't add something negative with your positive. Stop that bullshit, all right? Just learn to eat the blueberries like a blueberry, right? Blueberries are like perfect as they are. They don't need Cool Whip to go with them. Do not start a new healthy habit by tacking on a negative one with it, right? Cool Whip is totally a manufactured product anyways. I love Cool Whip, but do not put it on your blueberries, okay? My point is, right? You want to start adding more and more positives into your life to build the pattern so that your brain follows a new path. Right now, all of you guys are on a path that is old, and it's like a cycle that you just keep repeating. And until you break the pattern, and yesterday I was talking about machete in that forest, right? Like I was a kid in the mountains with my brothers and we were playing in the woods and we would literally take bamboo sticks and strip them down and we would take the sticks and we would machete all the leaves and the branches and the trees and form a new path. That is what your brain is literally doing, right? We are going to form new neural pathways to get the right information, the healthy information to the right parts of the brain so it stops working off of the part of the brain that protects you and keeps you in the safe zone. You think you're protecting yourself by actually doing what you're doing, but you're not. And then if you ever heard this, you keep doing what you don't want to do and you're not doing what you know to do, right? I said this like years ago. You do what you know, right? You do what you know instead of what you know to do. Okay, it sounds really funky to say it. It's like a tongue twister. You do what you know instead of what you know to do. And that's because your brain is on autopilot. It is designed to operate that way. So it truly all is like mind over matter. But you got to rewrite the story and it starts there so we can set a new path and a new pattern. And then after you believe it, and you believe it and repeat it and believe it more, you're going to be stronger and more resilient. And then we're going to learn to how to debunk the next lie. okay? But this whole week, and tomorrow we're going to be talking about again, we're going to recap all of it, all right? And I'll give you one more piece of advice to the puzzle. And you should be able to debunk like some of those lies easily on your sheet of paper. And you should start to be crossing them off or check them, or at least circle the ones and, put it there on a sticky note so that you know to work on it every day. And that's the one that you need to stick to, because we're all skipping out on the one thing that we know we should be doing. We're all skipping out on the one thing that we know we should be doing. And until you face that, you will not have freedom. And in order to get freedom, you got to face your giants. Okay, that's one of my core values, face your giants. So I hope this helps you guys. Let me know, drop me some comments. Please go back and watch all the other videos. They're all on this personal page. There should be 4 of them now. I will be live again tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning. I'll post it again. But this is it. Rewrite the story. Literally write it out on paper. Keep writing until you're done and you can't write anymore. Journal the shit out of it. Right? You've got to write it down. And don't say you'll do it later. Just do it now. You keep putting off what you need to do. Quit ignoring it. Quit avoiding it. Quit hiding from it. And here's the last thing. Like, a lot of us, and I don't deal with the past. I keep telling y'all that again. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a psychologist. I don't deal with the past. I'm a coach to bring you forward from the now into the next now. Okay, not the future, but the next now, the next goal, the next moment, the next marker, the next milestone, right? Once you hit one, we're going to hit another and hit another and hit another and keep growing. There's always going to be more ball field to play in, okay? Look out at the ocean. It is vast and big and you can't see the other side. That is your life. It is limitless and you must believe that. How you experience your childhood and those feelings and whether or not you got to express them or communicate them or not could be a reason why you don't know how to do it as an adult, because we're in survival mode and we're doing what we did as a kid to survive, and that's what we learned and that's what we know. But that is also a story, which is a lie, because you can learn new patterns, you can learn to communicate, you can practice the skills. Relationships are skills, emotions are skills that you can learn to manage, overcome, feel. A lot of us suppress our feelings, we don't even feel them. Be outspoken about them, set new boundaries, set new standards. But if you don't know what you're working with because you don't know how you're feeling and you don't know what your story is, how are we ever going to get you anywhere? You're never going to lose the weight. You're never going to want to eat healthy. You're never going to want to put good fuel into your body. You're never going to want to spend the money to invest on yourself. You're never going to want to be brave enough to start your own business or brave enough to go out on that first date again after you've been divorced, or you're a widow, or you're never going to be brave again to face the debt that you need to pay off, or face the medical problems and the health problems that you're having and you keep blaming other things, or you're never going to be able to get off all the medication that you're on because you're just putting shit into your body and you keep making excuses for inflammation and knee pain and back pain and hip pain and joint pain and all kinds of pain. I know about all kinds of pain. I get it. And it's not that I don't have empathy for you or I don't feel for you. I do. But I know what's on the other side. And in order for you to get on the other side, you got to rewrite your story. And in order to rewrite your story, you got to face your lies. And in order to face your lies, you got to be real with yourself. And you can't be real with yourself if you're not willing to do the work and own up to it and take responsibility. Because life is full of choices. I'm going to end it with this. One of my best friends from high school and from growing up just messaged me a little bit ago. And he's a Pasco County sheriff. And I call him a best friend. I don't talk to him very often. But boy, does he know me. He's known me since I was 15, 16 years old. And one of the most popular boys in school that we went to school with, he had to arrest him. So this is a friend that we had in high school, and he had to go and arrest him today for something. I'm not going to say what, and what perspective that is to put, that we all came from the same place, had the same opportunities and the same choices, but we don't always choose the right ways and the right decisions and the right paths, right? Some of us fall wayside to those destructive behaviors. I think I posted something yesterday about all emotions are okay, but all behaviors are not. And how sad it is that we see somebody our own age from our side of town, from our people, right, from our little group, who's now going to go spend some time in jail because of some poor choices. I believe life is made up of choices. Whether drugs and alcohol and all of those things are involved, it's still a choice to a certain point. Yes, things affect the brain. Don't everybody be coming at me with all kinds of crap, all right? I've lived with addicts. I've enabled addicts. I have loved addicts, right? I'm not saying this guy's an addict, but I'm saying that choices are made. And the same two people can get the same feedback and the same opportunity and the same education and the same love. And one's going to take it and run with it and do good with it. And the other one is just going to stay in that like knotted up mess of just BS. And it's sad to see that. I don't want that for any of you guys. You're better than that. So do your work. Do your work. I have homework from my coach, and oh my God, like it's a lot of homework, and I can't wait. I'm actually excited to do it. And I said that was the last thing, but this is going to be my last thing. If you are not surrounding yourself with people that are greater than you, that are smarter than you, that are better than you, that have walked the path that you want to be walking, you need to get yourself in a new boat. If you are not around people that are greater than you, that are smarter than you, that have been where you've been and are doing better than you, get in a new boat. One more time. I have had the privilege, because I signed up for something that I thought was just going to be okay, realized last night in an aha moment, I am talking on a weekly basis, 2 times a week, to more than 6 New York Times best-selling authors. Like, I physically get to talk to them. Like some of you guys get to talk to me, you know what I mean? Like they are coaching me and giving me advice. I am like in the presence of people that are doing and living the life that I want to live, that I'm inspiring to be to. I have worked my butt off to get to here, but I got to keep working my butt off to get to here, and I got to keep leveling up. And holy cow, in the midst of an emotional moment last night, because I've been sick, you know, I haven't seen somebody I love in a couple of days, so I've just been like a crybaby about it, and you know you don't feel good when you're sick, right? I'm being really personal with you. And I realize I am in the middle of just pure greatness. And I got to talk to another one today, and I'm like, you have done what I want to do. You are brave enough to do what I want to do. Put yourself in that greatness. Put yourself around those people. It will change your life. It will literally stop being with people that are crabs in the bucket pulling you down. Stop giving your time and energy to the people that do not give it back to you. Stop wasting your time on people who do not love you the way you love them. Let them go. Use it as a learning experience and put your time and energy into rewriting your story. You will be so much more grateful, more blessed, and abundant in life, richer in life. I believe that wholeheartedly for you. But you've got to do the work, and the work is hard. It makes you cry, it makes you scream, it makes you be alone, it makes you face some things by yourself. And if you remember, you're technically never alone because God is with you, you're even better, right? And if you don't have any faith right now, get on your knees and He'll find you. But that's what I got for you. Put yourself in the midst of greatness. It's so much more than doing a 9-to-5 job you hate, or being in a relationship that you hate, or running from your creditors, or, you know, stuffing yourself with cheeseburgers and french fries and milkshakes and donuts and whatever else. It's really, is that filling you up? No. Wallowing in your self-pity, wallowing in like somebody feeling sorry for you and getting off on that. You're better than that. Quit. Drinking yourself to sleep every night, smoking all the time. No, like you're killing yourself. When we were in Busch Gardens, I'm like, that's a designated dying area where it says smoking area, designated dying area. If you've never watched somebody you love die from cancer, like seriously, you are better than the vices and the sins that you're doing. It doesn't make you a bad person at all. I'm not saying that, but you got to put yourself in the midst of greatness. You have to. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in somebody that will believe in you and push you and challenge you and make you yell and scream and be passionate about it. Get that energy high. Have that enthusiasm for it. You've got to have that much oomph to get out of bed in the morning to go do what it is that you want to do instead of just getting by. Are you just getting by? Are you living the lies? And if that's what, then do the work. Do the work. There's so much freedom in it. Really, there is. So Find your positives today. Before you go to bed, please write down at least 3 things that you're positive for. I know I've told a million times, but I'll say it one last time. Your high-low game is one of my most favorite things that I do with my kids. I do it with Dale. And even on the days where like, I have no high, we find it for each other, right? If you've just had a ho-hum day and a meh day, we find the high anyway. There's always beauty in the day, no matter how bad or rough it was. And there's always lows too, and the lows are important. The lows are important to recognize. Not that I never had a low, right? Like, there's no perfect day. And there is, the reason why the lows are important is because it knows where your weaknesses are. It exposes your feelings and your vulnerability, and it exposes what you need. If you're having a low, it means you're missing something. It means there's a feeling, your feelings tell you like what you need. It's your nervous system, right? Telling you like, I need this, I'm not getting something, right? Your high is what fills you up and gives you joy and gives you energy and wants you to keep going. Your low tells you, I'm missing this, I need it. Like, I'm hurting right now. And then you start to get into anger and fear and resentment and anxiety and depression and that ugly space, right? So listen to your lows. They're important just as much as the highs are, okay? I hope this helps you. Do your homework. I can't wait to get with you guys tomorrow. Please share this with your friends and your family. Let them know about Relentless Coaching. Guys, my mission is to help you change your life from the inside out, to create the life that you wish existed for yourself, to actually live the dream inside of you and release the life trapped inside of you. You do not have to settle. You are not second best. You are amazing. You are inspiring somebody that you don't even know you're inspiring. So go live alive and start by doing the hard work. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go drink my hot tea and lemon for my voice. Love you guys. Peace out. I really hope this helps somebody today, and I hope it lights a fire for you to start getting some things done and taking action on the things that you want to do in your life instead of living for other things or other people. Live your dream, not theirs. Peace out. Bye.